Pathways to Wholeness podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and I thank you for joining us for this next episode of meditative teaching. Please note that these meditations were recorded in a tropical environment with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds in the background. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Okay, let's just settle in, relax, maybe take a few breaths and just listen to the music before the teaching starts. As we have heard, our purpose in meditation is to change our state of mind and body, to move from a state of disconnection and dissociation, contraction and resistance, to a state of connection and peace and allowing and accepting. This change, this transition, is supported by our faith and trust that there is a greater consciousness and infinite source. There is a power for good in our lives. And it's supported by an understanding, an acknowledgement that our current state of mind, if we are resisting, if we are not in a state of peace, that our current state of mind is a very limited fractured awareness of reality that is creating a state, an artificial state of separation, and is not capable of seeing the truth, the full truth, the big picture. In this state, problems seem to exist on their own as separate entities and don't have a context or a bigger picture. We are called to dwell on those problems and try to find their source. This magnifies the problem, makes it worse, as we give it all of our energy, but the attention energy becomes significant and meaningful, becomes part of our identity. When we open to a greater consciousness and a greater view, a greater perspective, you see that everything has its place, everything is unfolding perfectly. There is nothing wrong or bad. We have more accepting and allowing state, which allows things to be resolved and let go of. The egoic mind insists on seeing things separately, breaking things into smaller and smaller pieces, as if things could be separated from their context. It's not possible. No true healing, resolution can happen in that perspective. We often bring our identity and ego to our spiritual practice. We're going to make something happen, going to make ourselves better, going to make ourselves surrender. We're going to achieve something, do something, fix something. But actually, the peace we seek, connection and the harmony, the knowing of ourselves comes from the letting go of all effort and doing. We may not be conscious of the level of effort we are expending to be in control, but it is considerable. What will allow us to let go of that control is to dwell on the truth, to have faith and trust that right here and right now, there is a much greater truth about our being. There is a big difference between saying, I am going to surrender, and saying, peace is my true nature. I am willing to allow that peace to surface in my awareness. Can you see the difference? One statement is made by the ego and is remaining in control. It is going to do something. The other statement begins to hint at a greater consciousness that is willing to make a different decision. And it will evolve until there is no need to say, I am willing to allow the truth to be revealed, for even that implies that there is an I that will make it happen. The final statement, truth, is that the truth exists and that's all there is. There is nothing but the truth. Every statement, every claim that there might be something wrong, there might be something to do, something isn't right, simply a claim of the ego. If our claim is that there is an infinite consciousness present right here, right now, it is a different claim. There is within us that which chose to create the ego and institute control. Now, that chooser can change his choice. Be willing to let go. Willing to open to the truth. We have a consciousness that is free to choose, but it pays attention to, free to create in its imagination, but we have devoted it to the illusion of safety and security through control, through the creation of an identity. Now, we have the ability to let go of that choice, to choose to become available open and receptive, accepting and allowing the truth. It is a different way of being. It requires a different state. It is a state of relaxation. A state of ending all effort, just being. State of complete presence in the moment. And so it is true that this moment holds all the power of the infinite creative source, the power and the presence of that infinite consciousness is here. It is who we are and what we are. It is alive within us. It is certain, beyond doubt, we are one with that infinite consciousness. Our life springs from that infinite consciousness. In this moment, every moment, we are created anew. There is no need for our limited and limiting ideas. We can release all ideas. There is somehow something inadequate or wrong about us. If we have resistance and we don't fully allow ourselves to know the truth, it's just part of our journey. It is not a sign of failure or some flaw in our character. Undoing our conditioning is a challenge. But no matter what seems to be true in the moment, there is really only one truth. The truth of a divine and perfect creative power, an infinite timeless consciousness, creating this moment. It is the only thing there is. And everything about us that feels separate from that is just part of the illusion we have created. It has no reality. We can't be separate. It is impossible. Every cell and molecule of our being is created by the infinite consciousness. In this moment, nothing exists outside of it. We will place our faith and trust in that truth. That will be our claim. And we can allow ourselves to let go. So we will see there is nothing to do. We'll release all the limitation, and we will know the divine and perfect order. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon. We're uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.